Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies with your host, Jason Marshall.
Hey everybody, thanks for downloading the show. My guest today has been on one other time before, but you know what they say? One is the loneliest number. So to give his last appearance a little company, it's the illustrious Mike Phirman. How you doing?
Hey, good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. What have you been up to since your last appearance?
I have been, let's see. I have worked on a podcast that I have just been releasing with a friend named Dorian Davis. And he and I made a podcast that is a 5-episode sci-fi music, comedy, adventure thing. Not a sit and chat podcast, but a show that is, narrative. And it's called Bandtastic. And I play a super AI that is organizing, putting together the greatest band in the universe to travel around and solve all the problems in the universe. One of those.
Sounds great. Where can people find that?
Let's see. Actually, you can find it on the Himalaya app. They are the ones who produced it. It is a podcast app called Himalaya, but it's also available everywhere else.
All right.
So like Spotify and and Apple, iTunes, and all that stuff. So, and then we just put out a EP of the music from it. So if you wanted to hear just the songs from it out of context, then you could, and apparently in like a day, get them from Apple. So depending when this goes up, it should be up.
All right. Well, that sounds great. I know you're a busy man. I appreciate you being on the show.
Sure. My pleasure.
Well, it was great talking to you. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to play the song that John the Songman made for Mike on his last appearance, and I'll be back.
Oh, Mike. Oh, where's the kite? Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Get a strike. Go to the fight. Give Jason's fan page a like. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. You're so bright. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. You're a man we for sure like. Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike. Turn on the light.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man. You're listening to We Don't Have Cookies.
Want to contact the show? Send an email to jason@wedon'thavecookies.com or call 929-266-9342 and leave a voicemail.
It was great catching up with Mike. Always good to talk to him. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And as a matter of fact, I enjoyed talking to him so much, I called him back. You're getting a double dose of Mike Phirman on this episode. Mike, what have you been up to since the last time I called you a few minutes ago?
I was gonna go to the bathroom, but I guess we'll keep going. Gosh, what else? I got some dishes. I was drinking some water when we did our first question, so I gotta wash that glass. And that's about it, really.
Well,
I recorded 4 songs because that's how fast I.
Well, most people don't know this, but you were wearing a VR headset when we first talked.
That's right. I'm actually I'm borrowing one of these Oculus, one of the Oculus family virtual realities, and there is a little program or experience immersion thing, whatever, called Calm. And so I thought, you know what? I will do my my cookies interview on a beach. So I'm going to sit and just relax here on a nice, it looks like a commercial, and I'm just going to sit here on a beach and chat with you.
Do you ever use that in the restroom? Just pretend that you're taking a dump in a field of flowers. It has to be peaceful.
No, but there's actually a thing that lets you feel like you're in a bathroom. So that way, if you're like, I wish I could go to the bathroom, but I don't have time, you can very quickly. Actually, no, there is a, not on this, but I saw a thing that is a tourist attraction where you can go and go to the bathroom on, I think this is a real place, go on top of a mountain, and there are no, like, you're on the top of a mountain so no one can see you, and there's a toilet up on top. So you can have, it's like the best view while you're going to bed.
Well, after my first interview with you, a question popped in my head once we hung up that I really wish I would have asked you. Then after we talked at the beginning of the show, I remembered it once we hung up again. That's the big reason why I called you back.
Oh, okay.
It's going to drive me nuts if I don't ask, but why do people call you Mike Phirman? How did that all start?
Right. Yeah. So I was, far as I remember, I was created. I was born, and then they needed some way to address me.
Mm-hmm.
And so they gave me the last name of my family, and then just drummed up a common first name so that I wouldn't stand out too much. And that was Mike.
Wow.
And so I ended up with Mike and then my dad's last name. So that's weird, right?
I got to tell you, man, that was actually way more interesting than I ever expected.
Yeah. Right now, by the way, I am sitting by a campfire next to a beautiful little stream by a lake.
Sounds great. Hey, while you're by that, I have a question about some of the songs that you made about animals, like Chicken, Monkey, Duck, and Cat, Cat, Frog, Frog. I like those songs, but have you ever considered doing a song with just the noises of the animals instead of their names?
I am glad you asked that, because I'm going to steal your idea. No.
All right.
I actually have done that. I very much love doing sound effect based music.
Mm-hmm.
I love probably looking through sound effects for rhythms almost more than I do playing an instrument. And I have actually a chicken, monkey, duck that is made up of chickens, monkeys, and ducks that I have never done anything with. I just started it and put it in a folder because I figure I've already got chicken, monkey, duck out. It'd be weird to turn around and do that. But maybe that's not a bad idea. I've actually also been meaning to put out a Spanish version of Chicken, Monkey, Duck, which is just Mono Pollo Pato.
Wow.
Yeah, and I haven't done it yet. These are things I gotta stop hanging out in virtual forests and streams and just get down to recording.
What's your favorite noise to make? If I had to guess, I would say either a car horn or a blow dryer.
Interesting. With my body and mouth?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh boy. I mean, it's a toss up between, which is just, and that's not with a finger. It's just like crush your teeth around your lips, inflate your cheeks, and then let it all go.
Mm-hmm.
Or I do like doing the I don't know what the nice way of saying it, but I guess if you said dump, then we're allowed to say some things that are. I like doing the hand farts.
Okay.
I like doing the.
I gotta say, that's pretty impressive.
Thank you.
You can't do that au naturel, right?
No, I can't do it without hands.
Have you tried?
You know what? No, I actually have not. And so I'm saying that it's an uninformed answer.
Well, Mike, we here at We Don't Have Cookies, we're going to send you a case of beans and we're going to see, we're going to see if we can line this up.
Okay. I'll do what I can. I might need a few extra microphones because I don't think I'm going to be using that one again.
Well, I have a serious question for you.
Okay.
As everybody knows, the French Revolution began when the revolutionaries stormed a prison called Bastille in 1789, and
right.
The revolution lasted 10 years or so.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. What would you have done to try to end things sooner for either side?
Oh, yeah, right. I guess I probably I would gather probably the cleverest people of the time, and I would have them work round the clock for a much shorter time than 10 years and develop VR headsets a lot sooner and have everybody work things out next to a beautiful lake in a virtual forest while eating beans.
That's a solid strategy, Mike.
Yeah.
You probably...
Or, you know what I guess I think I would actually do?
What's that?
I would probably run to the very center of France. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I would run to the very center of France and maybe just release onto the ground a whole big slew of spiders And then
Ooh.
everybody will just scatter because no one sticks around when a slew of spiders comes out. So everybody would run. And by the time they came back, that experience would be enough for them to be like, what were we doing? I don't even know. Man, can you believe that guy with the, who was that? And then I'm long gone.
I like that. It's unity by a common enemy.
That's what I'm saying. You either need a friend in common or an enemy in common. And I will be both.
Well, you probably get this question a lot, but why do people call you Mike Phirman? How did that all start?
Well, as far as I remember, I was born on this planet, and apparently there's this whole thing about people being individuals,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're not just like individual little, like little beams of light, which would make more sense probably to me as I just came into this world. So they had to differentiate, and I guess they have conventions where you get your last name from your family and you get your first name from a popular movie star at the time. And so, I was named after a popular movie star named Michael.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, I feel bad now. I have to admit something.
Uh-huh.
I already asked you that question, and it's something people in my industry called a gotcha question. And you know what? You gave me the same answer both times. So I believe you. And as far as the show goes, you will always be known as Honest Mike Phirman around here.
Wow. And that's not a sarcastic, ironic name?
No.
Ha! How do I know you're being honest?
You know what? That's a good question. I am going to go to a place that has a lie detector.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get myself hooked up. I'm going to have somebody come in and video it, but I'm also going to pay somebody to make a transcription. I'm going to send both of those to you with time codes. So you can match them up. You'll see that both show the same thing. So it's honest all the way around. And
Okay.
we can make this happen.
I appreciate that. I think that'll be, include that with the beans.
I will do that.
I was thinking about this the other day. I have a question for you.
All right.
I was thinking about this the other day. Do you ever, now that you asked me the name thing, and I guess twice, the name thing, I was thinking, do you ever become a human being and then as soon as you get to Earth, for the next 90 years, you're like, why did I come in here?
That's a good question. I do that with rooms a lot. And sometimes before I go to sleep, I kind of wonder that myself.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad it's universal.
As I said before, you're a very busy man. I don't want to waste your time, but I do have one last question for you. I think most people will want to know the answer to it. And listeners, feel free to send me a message on social media or send me an email with your answer, jason@wedon'thavecookies.com. What's your favorite kind of milk? I'm a 2% guy myself.
Interesting. Man, I think I would see now, if I say 2%, it just sounds like I'm just trying to latch onto yours. But I think vitamin D, even though I like the idea of having vitamins, is a little too thick. And I like 2%, but I may go with, here's the thing too. It depends on what I'm having with it. Because if I'm putting it on like a healthy cereal, like your Kashi or your Cracklin' Oat brand, then I don't know if you have a deal with any specific cereal producers, but you can bleep that if you need to. But I would say in those cases, almond milk. But if I'm having Pop-Tarts, I'm not going to wash that down with a glass of almond milk. Because then at that point, you're just drinking water. I would have probably 2%. I'm going to go with 2% on that.
All right. I'll allow it.
Nice.
Well, is there anything that you want to promote before you go?
I guess you could go to the Bandtastic site on the Himalaya app. If you just Google Bandtastic, go listen to 5 episodes that were originally a pilot and then got split up into episodes. So it's actually one big 40-minute story that got kind of like, where should we break this up into 5 little sections? And it's got some fun songs and, weird stuff. Actually, I say weird stuff, and then I think, you know what? These days, AI and aliens and singing stuff is not weird at all. It's actually pretty normal. Like, it's pretty hard to come up with at this point. If it was just like an introspective drama about feelings, that would probably be weird. But this is about singing aliens and stuff like that, which is really totally normal.
That's very true. Hey, one last question before you go. I'm glad I thought of this before we hung up, or it would have driven me nuts.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite taco filling? Is it bean, beef, or chicken?
Oh, I'm going to say that's going to be some shredded beef. Not ground beef, shredded beef.
All right. Well, thanks for being on the show today. I hope we can do this again soon.
Me too. You know, I actually have spent now an entire day doing this show. The VR thing I'm in has cycled through. It was overnight at one point when we were talking about where I got my name. It was raining.
Uh-huh.
I saw the Aurora Borealis, and now it's daytime again. So this has been a great day.
All right. Well, I'm glad we could make your day.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Now follow along. Monkey, chicken, chicken, monkey, chicken, duck, duck, chicken, monkey, monkey, chicken, monkey, duck, chicken, duck, monkey, duck, duck, chicken, monkey, chicken, monkey, duck, chicken, monkey, duck, duck, chicken, monkey, duck, duck, chicken, monkey, duck, duck, chicken, duck, monkey, duck, chicken, monkey, monkey, duck. Chicken, monkey, duck, chicken, duck, chicken, monkey, chicken, duck. Duck, chicken, monkey, chicken, duck, duck, chicken, duck, chicken, monkey, chicken. Duck, duck, chicken, monkey, monkey, duck. Chicken, monkey, duck, goose.
I hope you guys had as much fun listening to my conversation with Mike as we did recording it. I'm looking forward to having him back on again. I have a lot of people that I want to talk to and wanted to have a show out sooner, but on top of being very busy, my medical condition that I had surgery for last year has come back, and I ended up with food poisoning. My kid had it much, much worse than I did, but I had to clean it up. So maybe in hindsight, I had it much, much worse, but it's good to be back. And I'm not the only one who's back.
We don't have cookies. Be prepared.
Hey, Frankie, it's great to have you back on the show. What's the weather going to do? I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's going to be a cold air on warm air fighting each other. Then they got the cold air heading towards eastern United States of America, including New York and New Jersey. And it's been warm out in eastern United States this week all across southern states. And it's been snow and storms and winter storms in Alberta, Canada, Montana, USA. And there's another storm possibility heading to North Dakota sometime in October coming up. And Saskatchewan, Canada's getting a snowstorm today as well. And I did a Hurricane Dorian that hit Nova Scotia on Saturday, September 7th, 2019 forecast. And I did a video on September 1st, 2019, and I got it right on September 7th, 2019. I consumed all my energy yesterday on September 28th. I was on the very famous radio show CBC, The Debaters.
I was kind of surprised that Hurricane Dorian made it up to Nova Scotia. What was your experience like?
I never lost power at all. I never lost power in Whitney Pier area, and other places lost power. And there's a whole lot of people lost power. There's the biggest power outage in a while in Nova Scotia, and then in Overtown in Sydney, Nova Scotia, up around Boston Pizza and KFC and things like that. They all lost their power for Hurricane Dorian.
It seems pretty rare, but I don't know much about weather. Do many hurricanes hit your area?
And before that, it was Hurricane Matthew on Thanksgiving Day 2016, brought 224 millimeters of rain one day. I lost power in 36 hours, for 36 hours. Then before that, Hurricane Earl, September 4th, 2010, I lost power for 24 hours from another Hurricane. Earl brought less rain. And from another hurricane 6 years later, Hurricane Matthew hit Sydney, Nova Scotia, Thanksgiving Day, brought 224 millimeters of rain in a half a day. And a month later, on October 21st, 2016, I did a massive earthquake to hit New Zealand anytime soon video. 3 weeks later, on November 13th, 2016, I got my earthquake prediction for New Zealand right. It was a 7.8 magnitude earthquake. I was all over the media and everything.
Wow. And you know what? I think I remember that warning because I had somebody on from New Zealand named Benny Mack, and we were actually talking about that.
Yes, they're talking about that. And a lot of, and right now I got 212,000 subscribers now on my YouTube channel. And on Instagram, I got 231,000 followers on Instagram right now.
Well, you're always telling people how to be prepared for the weather. What did you do to prepare for Hurricane Dorian?
I just warned people to have your extra batteries ready and make sure you have your candles, crank up radio, medical kits, emergency kits, and bottled water ready as well. And order your pizzas and order your Chinese food buy cases, especially buy cases. Go do it grocery shopping. Don't wait till last minute. Do it right now. Make sure you have your Samsung Galaxy shirts, Samsung Galaxy smartphone shirts, Samsung Galaxy tablet shirts, smartphone, cell phone, laptop, tablet shirts, and have your 3G and 4G internet ready as well. That means there could be power lines down. Don't touch the power lines or get electrocuted.
You got an amazing new laptop thanks to Jack Casey from the Bass Guy Show. What have you been doing with it?
That means I never got it yet.
Well, what are your plans when you receive it?
That means I can do a lot of stuff like weather reports, comedy videos, dancing videos, things like that, and other things.
All right, Frankie, it was great to talk to you. It's been a while.
And right now, it's 150 talking Frankie MacDonald bobbleheads left on National Bobbleheads Hall of Fame. A lot of people must be buying talking Frankie MacDonald bobbleheads so far. There's 465 Frankie MacDonald action figures left on FrankieActionFigure.com, designed by Ben Campbell. And then that's a website made by Ben Campbell as well. And my book is still in stores, like the Be Prepared, a Frankie MacDonald Guide to Life, Weather, and Everything. It's still in stores. Lots of people are buying copies of my book as well.
Well, that sounds great, Frankie. I want to thank you for being on the show. I hope to have you back next week.
Yes, I'm Frankie MacDonald. You're listening to We Don't Have Cookies.
A quick treepocalypse update. Since the last episode, I had 5 large trees cut down around my barn and my shed. Me and my dad cut them up, and we also cut down at least 10 good-sized trees ourselves. I also planted a Brandywine maple, Cleveland Select flowering pear tree, a Pakistan mulberry, 2 variety of pawpaw trees, 3 fig trees, 1 white, 1 brown, 1 purple, couple of tayberries, a marionberry, loganberries, boysenberries, crimson raspberry, fall gold raspberry, and now that I say it out loud, that seems like a lot. I have 10 trees on order. That should be here in a couple of weeks, and 2 berries set to arrive next spring. And now it is time for this week's Strange Days. If you're listening to this on the day it comes out, Monday, September 30th, is Hot Mulled Cider Day. That sounds pretty nice. I might be celebrating that tonight. Tuesday is International Coffee Day, and anybody who has listened to this show for a while knows I will definitely be celebrating that day. I'll repost a picture of the coffee section of my kitchen on Facebook and Instagram. I'll have links in the show notes, so make sure you like and follow. Friday is World Smile Day, and it is Taco Day. Pro tip: celebrate Taco Day and you'll automatically start smiling and celebrating World Smile Day. Saturday is Astronomy Day, but it's not Astronomy Haiku Day. We were so close. And Sunday is Mad Hatter Day. All right, guys, I feel like a Mad Hatter after the last couple of weeks I had. I really appreciate you staying subscribed, sticking with me, and making it all the way to the end of the show. Hopefully things are finally back. You know, I don't even want to say that. Every time I say that, something goes wrong, so I don't know what to say. I want to say that I hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review. See you next time.
Himalaya